All right, Sean, here we are looking at your swing from last week. This was one of your good hits that you hit out into the outfield. This happened to be like a grounder that you hit to third base or short. Um, just want to have you watch. Stance looks good. Hands are in a good place. And like I've said, prior to heel plant, doesn't really matter what you do. Okay, you kind of load up on that back leg, which is fine. Okay, and you're going to move, to touch here. Now the only thing here is we start moving the hands a little bit too early. Okay. Before we get to heel plant, we'd like to get the heel planted. Then we'd like to get the hips through. Then we're going to bring the hands around. Okay. Notice here, hands start to get away from the shoulder. Bat starts to get away, arm starts to lengthen, okay? And you're moving the hands here, getting the hips through. Right there, you get the hips through. It's just, the hands are just a hair too early. And the swing plane here, a lot more downswing on this. There's really no on plane. It's kind of hard to see from this angle. But the ball was coming in, and let's see, it's right about there, coming into here. Put one right at your knees. It's hard to get down on those ones at your knees, okay? But you did a good job getting down there. It's just that as you came through, you want to try and keep that on the plane and try and hit that ball instead of going down underneath here. Okay, and I'm missing some frames in here because this was just shot at the iPhone, but you've already hit the ball there, so somewhere in here it got down. Okay, so just want to try and keep that bat on plane, and a little bit more. You can see your front leg straightens there. I want to get that front leg straightened a little bit earlier, because that straightening effect that you do absorbs some of the energy that you've got going. So you want to get that rotation through and get that leg straightened, and then have that pull your torso and your hands through. All right, but pretty good swing, and you normally have a pretty good swing here. I would just try and keep thinking and try and keep your hands and your bat closer to your shoulder, and it'll allow you to rotate quicker and get on plane better. If we bring in Ben, I'll show you what I mean here. I'm going to have you, this is you guys both at touch, okay? He's already touched. He doesn't have quite as big a stride, so he takes a small stride, but that's his touch position. He's got a really good front arm bat position. He's got a nice, good start to his box here. He's got bat back toward the catcher. He's got the forearm, pretty much. Okay, he's got some bend in his elbow. Okay, like that, right? Whereas you can see yours. Okay, we've got to touch, and it's just kind of never really gets there. Okay, you end up getting back on it a little bit, but if we get you guys to plant, get Ben to plant here. Let me erase this stuff. Okay, you can see he's got that bat and hands still back. Okay, and what he's going to do is he's going to bring those hips through first. Okay, by putting the bat in that position, he can start rotating without moving that bat off that shoulder. See how his hips come through? Bat's still back. Comes through here, and like I said, the only thing I've told Ben is he's got that front leg bent a little bit. Luke does the same thing, just a little bit more. If you guys watch, a lot of the major league swings, those guys will all straighten up that leg so that you get a good front side to where they can brace up on that and use up all their energy. Okay, and then he gets through and extends. Okay, that's what I'd like to see you work on here. When you get to your 3 position, and notice Ben's 3 position, okay? very similar, but he got his hands back, your bat's a little ahead of his, and you can correct that by just keeping that bat back up against your shoulder just a little bit. You'll be able to rotate faster with more power as you come through. Okay. After that, you get your point of contact, bend at point of contact. Okay. You guys can see you're in very similar four position. Okay. Extending on out, brace front legs, hips through. Okay. Good finish. All right. So it's just that initial part. If you can work on that, that I think will put you in a better position to hit a little more, even more consistent and with more power.